Welcome back to the Stay Hype podcast, where I help you heighten your personal experience through my own experience on this earth. I'm your host, Kristen, and today's episode is titled, I Was Tired of Hearing Myself Talk. And the reason why I decided to title it that is because I was. And this past year, I have really had to start walking the walk when it comes to my dreams, my desires, my goals, this spiritual journey. And I know that a lot of people who have been connecting with me, who listen to this podcast, are in a similar place now. We have preached and talked to people about what they need to do and all these things and the enlightenment and how we need to change and how we can we can have anything that we want. We can have all of our dreams and desires because we're starting to feel it, right? We're starting to feel it. But then there's a little disconnect in us actually knowing that it's attainable and then taking action. Right? And that is where I got really tired of hyping, pun intended, hyping up everyone and motivating other people. And really, I was talking to myself. I was really trying to motivate myself by doing it to other people. And after a while, I just got tired of telling people what I was going to achieve, what things I was about to get started, my dreams and goals. I just got tired of it. And not that the people were telling me that they were tired of hearing it. I was tired of hearing it, and I was ready to take action. And I know that a lot of you are ready to take action too. And so what stops us? What freezes us? I think you already know the answer. It's fear, the change. Even though we know that the change is necessary, we know that we have to do something different in order to have a different outcome, it is daunting. Right? It's daunting. It's scary to think that maybe I'll have to leave a relationship that I know is holding me back, or that I have to quit this job and really take a bet on myself. And instead of getting hired to build someone else's dreams, I have to start building my own. And, that fear of failure has debilitated us for so many years. And then, when we sit and think about how much time has gone by and we still are in the same place emotionally, whether it be we're still not happy in this job, we're still not happy in this relationship. It gets to a point where it's like 1 year turns into 5, 5 years turns into 10, and then before you know it, you have major regrets in your life, or at least I know I would if I didn't get the ball rolling. So I had to really step out of my comfort zone and just do things that I was not comfortable doing. And that all came with time. And it came with me speaking my truth and setting boundaries and really letting people know who I am now, reintroducing myself to the world, reintroducing myself to me, and saying, I'm not the person that stays back in the shadows. I'm not the person who just has all these things to say and just is too scared to say it. I have an opinion, my thoughts matter, and so do yours. There is so many people that are connected to me that listen to this podcast that are ready to step into their social media career, that are ready to start being more outspoken, that are wanting to do complete changes externally, dyeing your hair, getting piercings. There's just a lot of people are coming into their individuality. A lot of people are done trying to fit in. And they want to stand out, which is what we were meant to do. It's not a bad thing to stand out, okay? And this comes with time, and it takes confidence, true confidence within, to really go against the grain, go against everything we know in society that is telling us that we need to stay small, that we can't upset people. If I shine my light too bright over here, this person may get upset. And I'm here to tell you, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. The longer that you hold yourself back from doing what you know is in your heart, the longer you are holding yourself back from happiness, your success, love, passion. Did I say happiness? Happiness, okay? And for me, finally walking the walk and doing the things like playing my music. If you guys catch me on live, you guys know I use oracle cards. I love doing channeled messages. I've really stepped into my gift and knowing that I'm a highly intuitive, gifted, empathic being. And that's not a weakness. It's actually a strength and a superpower of mine. And that came from me walking the walk. I've always known this about myself, but I've always been scared on how it would be received or if it would be received at all. But now that I've just said, I don't really care. This is what makes me happy. And if you don't understand, that's okay. But there's people that do resonate. And I've built such a beautiful community through social media and in person by just being myself and walking the walk. And so that being said, I know some people may have a question. Well, what is the walk? How do I walk the walk? It's listening to your inner guidance. It's following your heart. It's saying that if you don't resonate with where you're living, what steps are we taking to be able to move? It's saying that if you're not happy in your relationship, what steps are we doing to make sure that we get out of that relationship and start to heal and call in the love that we deserve? This energy that's happening right now on the planet is very forward moving, and all about action. It's all about action, but the beauty of it is that we're being supported. We're being supported in our endeavors and our inspiration, our creativity. Because we have done the work, because if you're at the point where you're actually ready to start walking in your mission and your purpose, that means that you've already combed through a lot of shadow work, a lot of inner child darkness, a lot of the pain that was holding us back, and you've conceptually understand, you intellectually understand, you are able to make peace with your past. We're no longer being defined by our past, I hope, okay? And now there's really nothing holding you back aside from you. And that fear is normal. And I'm here to tell you that each layer that you break through, each plateau that you hit where it requires you to go a little bit deeper within yourself is going to come with a little bit of fear. Or a lot sometimes. That's inevitable. Fear is an emotion that we will never be able to get rid of, but we gain the tools as we keep pushing through the fear to know that, man, I was scared last time when I did that big thing, but it worked out fine and I'm happy. And now that I want to go deeper and this fear's coming up, let me just reference the fear from last time. Let me just reference that back. And hopefully at this point, you have people in your life that are encouraging you, that inspire you, that uplift you. Right? Because we've done the shadow work and we've gotten rid of the toxic environments, right? Right? So if you can't tell, I'm just super excited right now because I see so many of my close friends, so many of my internet family, my soul family, especially on TikTok. You know who you are. If you're listening to this podcast, you know who you are. And they are starting to make some major moves. My clients are starting to make some major strides in their lives. And it's all because they have finally gotten tired of talking. They've gotten tired of hearing themselves say what they're going to do and think about it, and they're ready to take action. A lot of us think that, something is just going to fall out of the sky magically and then bam, our life is different. And that's not how it works. We gain the tools, we gain the knowledge, and we have the inspiration if we are grounded in our faith and we trust that we are being guided by God, the universe, source, whatever you resonate with, and that if we are doing things from our heart that are heart-led, we're going to be just fine. There's no way that we're going to be led to a path of misery by following our heart. The misery came from when we didn't. Let's just be real. The misery and the pain and the lessons came from when we didn't follow our intuition, when we didn't follow our hearts. And those were lessons that we needed to have, right? But if you're resonating with this, if you found this podcast, you don't need any more of those painful lessons. It is time to alchemize those lessons and your pain into purpose. So, you may be in an ascension leap right now. You've gone through your initial awakening. You've gone through your dark night of the soul, one of them, because we'll have many. And now you're at a point where you're ready to level up and ascend into your higher self and higher vibrations and call in more abundance and love and happiness and joy into your life. Not saying that there won't be lessons and there won't be trials and tribulations in the future, but we've dealt with a lot of that. And this is a time for us to thrive, us to be happy, and for us to really live in our truth, which is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. Trust me, I'm living it and I love it. I am so proud of myself. I really, really am, because I know the blocks, the procrastination, AKA the freeze response, how debilitating that is. And I know a lot of you are experiencing that right now or have experienced it in the past, and you're getting to the point where you're like, enough is enough, okay? So I hope that this podcast, this episode really inspires you to make that leap. Take the jump. Do the thing. Just start. You don't have to focus on the whole big vision, the whole $1 million business yet. What are the baby steps to get there? What do we need to do? You need to have intention in everything that you do right now. We've spent so much time doing things unintentional, and we needed to do that. We needed to have our lessons. Everything is for a reason. But now that we're in our consciousness, why are we not consciously creating the life that we desire? Life is no longer happening to us. Remember, it's happening for us to learn and grow and gain the tools that we need to succeed. And plot twist, the tools are all within. There's nothing outside of yourself that you need to start walking this walk but your heart and your intention and your intuition, okay? And the things that you need will magically start to present themselves. Opportunities, the people that you need to meet once you start making moves will come into your life. The romantic partner that you need that is going to help give you so much inspiration. Love is the most powerful emotion, feeling on the planet, energy on the planet, right? Business partners are going to come in once you start putting yourself out there. I said this morning in my morning live. So many people are just desperate to be seen, but they're not making themselves be seen. So many people want to be loved for who they really are, but they're not being who they really are. So please tell me if I'm missing something, how you're going to come out into this world and be seen and be loved for who you are genuinely in your heart when you're not portraying that, when you're still wearing the mask, when you're still just talking and not actually living the truth. Take a breath. I'm just really excited because I know so many people in my immediate circle are really drastically making some changes in their life, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to witness people starting to believe in themselves and starting to see the truth, because a lot of our lives have been led in lies that we're not good enough, lies that we're not worthy, lies that we're not deserving, lies that we just can't do it, that we can't fulfill the life that we desire. And so many of us find ourselves settling. And if you're listening to this right now and you feel like you're settling in your job, you're settling in your relationship, you're settling in life, I'm here to tell you that you can turn it around. This is not a life sentence. At any moment, you can wake up and say, I'm ready to tell a different story. I'm ready to rewrite my story. I do not want to be defined by my past anymore, but I want it to inspire me for my future. I want to turn this pain into purpose. The things that happened to you did not happen in vain. They happened for you, to build you, the character, the tools, and to wake you up to the truth of who you really are. So I'm awake. If you're listening to this, I know you're awake. If you're resonating with this, you're awake. And I'm here to tell you that you need to go for it. It's time to go for it. I promise. Your intuition, your heart, God, the universe is not steering you wrong. The longer that you sit and do nothing, the longer nothing will happen. And doing nothing is a conscious choice. So, with that being said, it was a quicker episode today, but I just wanted to drop you with some inspiration because this energy is potent. We have the new moon in Gemini coming up, and it's all about manifestation and what we want to call into our lives. So this is why I wanted to get this podcast out a little bit earlier this week than I normally would, because I want it to resonate and I want it to marinate and I want you to sit with it. And so the journal prompt: what am I calling into my life? What is something that I know I'm ready for? What am I calling into my life? Is it more healthy love? Is it success? Is it financial freedom? What is it? I want you to get clear on your intentions for this journal prompt, on what you want. What do you want? What does the life of your dreams actually look like? Please. And let me know in the comments, what are some things that you're calling in? And maybe what are some things that you're ready to let go of? What are some limited beliefs and lies that you're ready to let go of so that you can open your energetic field to receiving all the abundance that you deserve? It is your birthright to be happy. Okay? So that is my time. I hope this resonated. Please make sure you follow me on socials _stay hype. And I love connecting. Join my lives every single morning, Monday through Friday, no Saturdays. And then we have Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. I love to have you there. I'd love to feel your energy. It's a beautiful community that we're growing. So if you need some inspiration, daily inspiration, this is not enough. I need you to go ahead and go over to my TikTok and join the lives, because the community is top tier. So anyway, have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you're listening to this. And don't forget June 17th, 18th, depending on where you are in the world, the new moon is in Gemini. And this is a perfect time to get your journal and show up for yourself. Write out these intentions and get the ball rolling. It is time to walk the walk. No more talking the talk. Okay? All right. That is my time. I will see you guys next time. Love you.